The family of the late Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola are appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to work towards ensuring that his legacies do not fade away. This, the family believes, would give succor to the less privileged in the nation. One of Abiola's son, Amin Abiola, stated this on Monday at the prayer session held at the MKO Abiola's family house, Bagura area of Abeokuta. He noted that his father remains a figure to be emulated.
Democracy Day would always continue to be a day that will never be forgotten in the history of our country. Why? Because of the sacrifice of our father, late Chief MKO Abiola, who laid down his life for us to be able to appreciate, and to be able to have a day like this as, a worthy celebration nationwide. What we will continue to clamor for is that his sacrifice, his entitlement, everything that he has fought for, over 30 years ago, would not be in vain.
Representing the state governor, Dapo Abiodun, his deputy Noimot Salako Oyedele says the late MKO Abiola remains an icon of Nigeria's democracy and his legacy lives on.
But to also let them know that we stand with them on this day, 30 days on from the day of the election, and assure them that the government and people of Nigeria will always look back on that day and look back on National Abiola as the person who has guided democracy to where we are today. And they should be proud to be the legacy of this symbol of hope.
The late MKO Abiola Stadium in the heart of Abeokuta was also filled with some Nigerians to celebrate the icon.
June 12, 1993 remains a watershed in the political history of Nigeria and a turning point in Nigeria's political journey as a corporate entity. As we move on in the democratic journey, it is incumbent on us to continue to be patriotic in all our dealings as citizens, having at the back of our minds that this democracy we enjoy today was a product of the blood and sweat of some people, some living and some dead. We must therefore do everything in our capacity to jealously protect it with all our heart and mind, knowing fully well that the world democracy is far better than the acclaimed best dictatorship.
As beautiful and important as democracy is, it could become an albatross if it is not supported by a right climate and values. For instance, where people's participation is lacking, a basic ingredient of democracy is already missing.
Democracy can only be meaningful when the people at the grassroots have access to dividends of democracy. I want this to be at the cornerstone of your policies for this second term, so that it will be established in the history of this state, of this nation, that this foundation of democracy at the grassroots was laid by Prince Dapo Abiodun.
Democracy Day is celebrated yearly on June 12 in honor of MKO Abiola and other heroes of democracy. From Abeokuta, Jumoke Adebare, reporting for KAFTAN Television News.